Hello all, myself Dr. M. Laxmidevi, Associate Professor in the Department of CSCDS at Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. In this video lecture, we'll discuss some of the programs based on file operations. So problem solving session. Today we'll discuss some of the programs based on file operations in C language. So let us see the first program. So we'll write a simple program to create a text file. So by using the concept of file handling in C programming language. So in order to write this, in order to write a program related to file, or in order to read or perform operations from the file such as reading or writing, so there are certain steps to be followed. So the first step is, first we need to open the file. Then after that, the next step is to process the file. So if it is open for reading, if it is open in reading mode, then we need to read the data from the file, or read or write operations. These are the main operations we carry out. Then after processing, we need to close the file. So these are the three important steps to be followed whenever we are writing the programs for file handling. So first step is, so let us see the program here. So these are the two header files which we have included. The first one is standard io.h header file, and the next one is stdlib.h header file. So this includes the definition of this function, exit function, and the status of exit failure is also defined in this function. So based upon this value, this function is defined in this header file. So therefore we need to include this header file also. Now let us see how we can open the file. So first, we need to declare a file pointer. So this is a file pointer. Name of the file pointer is, so as we declare a variable int a, so a is a variable which stores, so a is a variable which can store any integer value. So similarly, we have to declare a file pointer also. So for example, if you have this, so a will contain a value, it will contain the address of, it will contain the, that means suppose this we have, so it will contain some address which is holding integer value. So in star a value will be equal to 10 now. So a is equal to, this is nothing but the address of. So in this way, similarly, we need to declare a file pointer first. The name of the file pointer is fp here, and it is of type file. And first step is we need to open the file. So this is a function in order to open the file. And here we need to give two parameters. The first one is the name of the file, or the file path you can say. This is a file path followed by, then comma, followed by the mode of opening the file. So mode of opening the file can be, so there are different modes in which you can open a file. R mode, then W mode, A mode, then RW mode, etc. So there are different modes. So based upon how you want to process the file, or what information you want to extract from the file. So just if you want to open the file just for reading purpose, then you have to mention R here. If you want to open the file in order to write data to the file, then we have to open it in write mode. So write mode is W. So here W stands for write mode. Then after opening the file, we need to check the condition whether the file is opened properly or not. So in order to check this condition, so this is the condition which we need to check. So the file pointer fp is equal to null. So if it contains some valid address, then it is opened successfully. Else, if the file pointer contains null value, then this message is to be printed and the program will terminate. And the control is transferred to the operating system again. So with the help of this function exit. So exit failure value is defined in this header file stdlib.h. If it is some non-zero value, so this will return with some error value. Next, after this line, so if the file is opened successfully, then this statement will be executed that file is created successfully. After that, we need to close the file. So in this program, just we have written the program to create a text file. So creating a text file is nothing but to open the file in write mode, specifying the name of the file. So after the file is created successfully, we need to close the file with the help of this function. So fclose is a function, it takes one parameter, that is the file pointer. Then at the end, this is the return value. So if the program is successful, then it will return a value 0. So in this way, if you execute this program and you can see this message on the screen that the file is created successfully. So this is how you can open or you can create a text file. Next program is to count the total number of lines in a file. So let us see. So suppose this program assumes that already we have a text file. So this is some text file. Text file extension is .txt. So it has some already data is there in this file and we need to count the total number of lines in the file. So for that we need to first include the header file stdio.h header file. So this header file contains the definition of printf, scanf, etc. formatted input and output functions. So therefore we need to include this header file in every program which we are writing in C language. Next one is int main function. So this is a function. This is a user defined function. So in this we are writing the statements here. So first one is, so in order to handle or in order to write the programs based on file handling concepts, we need to declare a file pointer first. So here name of the file pointer is file pointer. So and it is of type file. Next line we have declared an integer variable, its value is equal to 0. Then we have declared an array of characters, its size is 40 and one more character variable chr. Next in the next line it will prompt the user to enter the file name. So that file name is read in this variable stored in this particular location. Then we need to open the file. So opening the file requires fopen function and inside this it takes two parameters. The first one is the name of the file, so which is stored in this variable, and the other one is the mode in which you want to open the file. So that is the read mode. And then this you are assigning to this file pointer. If it is opened successfully, this will contain some valid address. And then we need to check the condition also. So same way you can write here also, if file pointer, if file ptr is equal to null, then it is unable to, you can print on the screen that file is not created successfully or file is not available, and then it will exit with an error status. So that condition we have not written here, but it is a better practice to write that condition also. Then in the next line, chr is a character variable. So we are taking the value. So with the help of getC, so getC is a function used to get a character from the file. So you can use fgetC also. So fgetC function, and it takes one parameter, so that is the file pointer. Then after that we are writing a while loop here. So in the while loop we are checking this condition. So we need to read from the file till the end of the file is reached. So for that, this is the condition we need to write while chr is not equal to EOF. So here, then after that count, if chr is equal to, this is a new line character. So whenever you write this, so this is an escape sequence. So this escape sequence is nothing but it denotes a new line character here. So whenever chr is equal to, whenever this value is equal to this new line character, then count value is increased by 1. So initially count is stored in the variable count lines. So that value is increased by 1 and it is assigned to the same variable count lines. So each time this value is, this condition becomes true. So count lines value will be incremented by 1. Next again we need to write this step. So here we need to write fgetC. So fgetC is a function in order to read from the file. So next again we need to read from the file, and one character we are reading and assigning it to the variable chr. Again it will check the condition. If it is not equal to EOF, then it will process this line again. These steps will be executed again. So in this way, then after that, when the program or when the file reaches end of the file, so when there are no more characters to be read into this variable chr, so this loop will terminate and this statement will be executed if condition is executed here. So if count lines value, if it is more than 1, then count value is increased by 1. Then after that we need to close the file with the help of a close function. Then in the last line we are printing the number of lines in the file. So there are %d lines. So %d specifies. So this is a format specifier to find out or to specify the count lines. That is a variable which is used to store the count. And then this is the %s. So this specifies the name of the file. So if you execute this program and if you enter some file name, so it will prompt the user to enter the file name. And if you enter the file name as test1.txt, so along with the extension you have to enter. So it will say that this is the output which is expected, because so this is the text file we already have. So we have opened this file in read mode. So these are the contents of the file. So this is the data which is already available in the file. So there are, from this you can see that there are 2 lines in the file. So the output which you are going to get is, so there are 2 lines in the file. So hence the program is executed successfully. Next program is to create a file, read and write text in or from the file using C program. So till now we have seen how to open a file, how to create a file in the first program. In the next program we have seen how to count the total number of lines in a, we are opening the file in read mode, and now we'll read and write to the file. So we'll read from one file and then we'll perform both read and write operation in this program. So program to create a file, write and read text in or from the file using C program. So for this we need to include the header files first, stdio.h header file and then the stdlib.h header file. So inside the main function we need to declare a file pointer. Name of the file pointer is fp here. Then after that we need to declare a character array to read the name of the file. Next, enter the file name. So file name is stored in the variable fname. So therefore first step is, in order to perform read or write operation, we need to open the file, and then it takes 2 parameters, name of the file and then in what mode we are opening the file. So first is we are opening the file in write mode. Then we need to check whether the file is opened successfully or not, whether it is created successfully or not. So we have to write this condition. If fp is equal to null, so file is not created, so program will terminate with error status. Then if the condition becomes false, so the control is transferred here. So this statement will be executed, file created successfully. And then we are writing to the file. Since we have opened the file in write mode, so we can write data to the file, or we can insert characters to the file. So this is, in the first step, we have inserted putc is a function. So putc is a function in order to write data, in order to write a character to the file. So it takes the parameter as, this is the character and followed by comma. After the comma you need to include the file pointer. So here we have given the file pointer name as fp. Then after this putc, again we need to write data to the file. So another character we are inserting to the file or writing to the file. So this is a character which is written to the file, and then one more character we need to write to the file, that is c. So in this way we have written abc to the file. So we have written abc to the file. Then after that data is written successfully. So we have written the data successfully. We need to close the file after performing the necessary write operation. So we have closed the file. Next, again we are opening the file in read mode. So after performing the operation, so in the text file test3.txt we have this content which is written to the file. Next we are going to perform read operation. So in order to perform read operation, mention, so this is the syntax, function and then 2 parameters, name of the file, and then next one is the mode of operation, the mode in which you want to open the file. So again you have to follow this, you have to write this logic in order to check whether the file is opened successfully or not. If it is opened successfully, then this statement will be executed. If not, the program will terminate here itself. So next, after that we need to display the print. We need to display this on the screen here. So in order to display it on the screen or monitor or console, you can say. So we are using printf statement %c, then getc, and then getc is a function which is used to retrieve or to read data from the file. You can also use fgetc also. So here also you can use fputc also. So printf %c, getc, fp. So so these are three statements which we have written. So in each printf statement we are retrieving one character. So at the end we are closing the file. We need to close the file. So if you execute this program, so this is the test file which is available after performing write operation. If you open the test file test3.txt, so this is available in the text file ABC. Next program is to compare two files. So this program will compare two files, whether the content of the two files is similar or not. So let us see how we can write this program. So first one is, so here also you need to write the statement #include std lib.h header file. So here we need to declare two file pointers because we need to compare two files here. So two text files you will have. Suppose this is first one, this is the second one. So we require two file pointers. Suppose we have fp1 and fp2. So we have declared two integer variables ch1 and ch2, and these are used to store the names of the files. So fname1 and fname2. Then we need to open the file. So these are the statements which are to be written to open the file. Fopen is the function. So first one takes the name of the file 1. This one is nothing but the name of the second file. Both are opened for read mode. So since we are not performing any write operation, we are opening the file in read mode only. Next we need to check the condition. So this logic is same as even for one file. This is the logic to check whether the file is opened successfully or not. So if fp is equal to null, it is not opened. So this statement is printed on the screen, and then after that it will exit with an exit failure status. You can combine these two statements also and write in a single line with the help of logical OR operator. If any of the condition fails, if any of the condition is satisfied, then the program will terminate. So else you have to perform this steps. So else ch1, so getc is a function which is used to read the data from the file. So here it takes one argument, that is a file pointer. So data is read from the file, and this file has the file pointer fp1. So that is read into the variable ch1, and this is the other. And then fp2, the data from this file is read character by each character in this file is read, and it is fed into the variable ch2. It is stored into the variable ch2. Now next, in order to check the condition whether the contents of the two files are equal or not, we are retrieving the characters of each character in this file and in this file. So here ch1, here we have ch2, and then we need to check whether these two characters are equal or not. So that is done with the help of while loop here. So it will go on checking each character while ch1 is not equal to EOF. The other condition which you need to check is ch2 is not equal to EOF, and the other condition is ch1 is equal to ch2. So these are the three conditions to be satisfied. So these are written inside the while loop here. So each time, if this, it will go on retrieving the data. So getc function, it reads the character. It reads each character in the file, which is pointed to by fp1, and it is stored in the variable ch1. Similarly, ch2 will store the character of the file fp2. If ch1 is equal to ch2, this will go on repeating till this condition becomes false. If at any time after the end of this loop, it will check if ch1 is equal to ch2. So then it will say that this line is printed on the screen. If this condition is satisfied, the files are identical. If this condition is not satisfied, then we can say that the files are not identical. So this is the logic we need to write in order to check, or in order to check the content of the file. So here we are checking the content of the file character by character. So if at any time the characters are not equal, we can say that the files are not identical. After performing this operation, read operation, we need to close the file. So since we have opened two files in read operation, so we need to close both the files. So fclose fp1 and fclose fp2. So these are the this is a function we need to use. If you execute this program, so it will prompt the user to enter the name of the first file. So test2.txt is name of the first file, and in the next line it will prompt the user to enter the name of the second file. So test3.txt is the next file. So it will say that the files are not identical because this is the content of the file which is there. So test3.txt, it contains the file ABC, whereas test2 does not contain anything. So from this we can say that the files are not identical. So thus the program is executed successfully. Next program is to copy the contents of one file to another file. That means one file you have to open in read mode, the other file you have to open in write mode. And read mode, so let us see how we can write this program. So first one is we have to open the include the header file, and then inside the main function we need to write the logic here. So since we are dealing with two files, so we need to declare two file pointers here and then one character variable. We need to open the file test3.txt in read mode. So content of this file is written to this file. So that means test3, this is the source file and this one is the destination file. So content of this is copied to this. So test4. Suppose here test3.txt, it has already the content is ABC. So this ABC is to be copied to this test4.txt. Now let us see how we can do this. So inside the while loop we have written a condition. ch is equal to get c, fp1 is not equal to, so this value should not be equal to EAF. So this will go on reading the character from the file, get c, so get each character from the file and then assign it to the variable ch, check if it is not equal to EAF, and then similarly at the same time write the character to this file which is pointed to by fp2. So next, after performing this operation, so since we have only one statement inside the while loop, so we can skip the curly braces also. So and then in the next line we need to close the files. So this is a function to close the file. So here we have not checked the condition whether the files are opened successfully or not. So for that you need to write the condition if fp1 is equal to null or fp2 is equal to null. So if any of the condition becomes true, you have to exit it. You have to write something so that user can see the message unable to open the file, unable to open or file not found, and then exit with some exit failure status. So exit failure status. So this is a function which is defined in stdlib.h header file. So therefore you need to include this file also, stdlib.h header file. So in this way you can copy the contents of one file to another file. So these are the references. So in this way we have seen some of the programs based on file handling. In the next video lecture we'll see some more programs based on C programming. Until then, thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.